10th of July, Rabbi Furst, Mishna Berura.
Okay, good morning again. This is Rabbi Shlomo Furst here, Yeshiva Samanavshi. Our second shir this morning. We're learning Hilchos Netilas Yadayim, Siman Kuf Nun Ches in the Mishnah Berura, Shulchan Aruch. Good. We are in Sif. Yeah. We wanted to go and learn about the review that we're learning the halacha in Kuf Nun Ches Sif Yud Base. When a person washes his hands, he has to make sure that his hands are dry when he gets to breaking the bread, cutting the bread to make the bracha. That's in, again, Kuf Nun Ches Sif Yud Base. Yeah, go ahead, Mayor. Let's take a look at that again.
Hold it. Yud Base. Let's see.
Kuf Nun Ches. I thought we were in Kuf Nun Tes, no?
Yeah, well, we're going back. The Mishnah referred us back to this. We're backtracking for a minute.
So Kufman.
What was the simon again?
Kuf Nun Chet Sif Yud Base.
Yud Base.
Okay, hold on. Yud Base, right? Yud Base. That's near the end of it. Okay.
Have it there, Mayor.
Okay, I think I have it. You'd bet, you say, right? Okay, let's go. You'd bet. It says, V'nagavim chetev kodem sheyivatsa ha'ochel b'li nigud yadayim Ke'ilu ochel lechem tameh. Okay, so one needs to dry his hands well before, let's see, kodem shivatsa.
The Yibbat says when there's the breaking of the bread, the cutting of the and eating of the bread.
Okay. So it's saying, okay, so he dries his hands well before the breaking of the bread. So that if one eats, let's see, without drying the hands, it's as if the bread that's eaten is tameh. It's not pure. Okay. I guess water spreads.
Right. So that's why when a person should wash after the washing of the hands properly, of course, he should dry his hands very well before he touches the bread to break it. Because if a person would eat bread without drying his hands, that's as if he's eating bread which is ritually unclean, impure. Right.
Okay.
Let's see the Mishnah.
Okay, so the bread. Okay, Mishnah Berura. So let's see. You'd bet the first one is, let's see, it looks like the only one, Mem Hey. Okay, so let's see Mem Hey. Mem Hey says the lechem tameh, the bread is not pure. Katav habet Yosef V'hainu mishum demayim harishonim sheshofech al yadav tmeim hein. Oh, okay. So the Beit Yosef says that this is because the first water, I guess that's poured on his hands, is tamei. It's unclean. Okay. She nitma'u. Oh. Okay. She nitma'u mechamat yadav. That the what? Since his hands, let's see. Excuse me.
The Beis Yosef, again, the Beis Yosef is explaining that the Mayim Rishonim Sheshafach al Yadav Tameim, that we wash 2 times, 1 time and then the second time following. So the first washing, the first douse, the water from the first douse on the hands is tamei. Shenit mamak yadav, that water in the first douse that's on your hands now has become tamei through in contact with the impure hands with the original washing.
Oh.
Right, the tumah that's on the hands, that you're washing your hands because of the tumah that's on the hands. So when you wash your hands, right, that tumah that's on the hand is now transferred to the water that you washed your hands with, and that water is still remaining on your hands.
Right, but isn't it also on the washing cup too, though?
It's a very good question. When you touch the handles of the washing cup, right?
Yeah.
So that's one of the reasons why our standard washing cups have 2 handles on them, right? Because when you're gonna pick up your washing cup, right? So again, the way you do it is your hands are dry, and this is your washing cup. The washing cup is filled with water. So you're supposed to transfer the cup to the left hand, and the left hand is supposed to wash the
right hand.
Right hand, right? And then, this handle is dry, right? And now, so that's being dried, and then you take your right hand, which is wet, but it's holding a dry handle, and it's washing the left hand twice, right? Okay. So really, because of the two handles, you avoid any contact with the water that's on the handles. But there's another that's one way you get out of the difficulty. There's another way you get out of it as well, because we haven't gotten to that point. If you use a revis, so really by using a revis on each hand, the waters are not really considered to be tamei because you're using a revis. This halacha here is referring to when you're only washing the first time and you use the less than a revis amount of water to wash the hands here. Well, we'll hopefully maybe see that here in the Mishna Berura. Maybe, I'm not sure if the Berura mentions it, but yeah, we'll get to that.
But Rabbi, even if you use more than a revis, it would seem to me you still have a problem, because you grab the left handle with your left hand. And
right, but that was dry. That handle was dry, so there's no tumah in general can't be transferred unless there's some type of a liquid medium.
I see. Okay, so that handle is tahor. Okay,
right. As long if it's dry, that's why some people, myself among them, before we set out to wash our hands, I make sure to dry the handles of the utensil that I'm using to wash my hands with. So I don't avoid this problem. Because if it would have some droplets of water on it, so it's true, you would be touching the droplets of water which are on the handle of the kli you're washing with, and your hand is now transferring the tumah from your hand to the droplets of water on the handle.
Okay, so assuming it's dry though, so you grab with your left hand, there's no tumah involved. Now you wash your right hand twice. So the first washing of the right hand left the hand tamei, but the second washing leaves it tahor. So now you right handle with your right hand, your hand is tahor, so there's no problem with that handle. And you wash the left hand twice. So now it was tameh momentarily, but then it became tahor. So your hands are both tahor. So
Correct. That's
what do I care what the initial washing was, since the second washing fixes it?
theoretically, it shouldn't be a problem. You're right. It would only be a problem if you're not using a revis of water in the cup that you're in the utensil that you're washing with. That's one possible scenario. That's one possible scenario where even though you're not contacting it directly, but you're still generating tumor because you're creating the situation where the water is becoming wet and defiled through the tumor in your hands. And since it's not going to be disappearing because you're using a less than the release amount of water that'll make it pure, so now the hands will be tummy. But even if they would be tummy in the situation we're describing here now, but if you dry them, so then that's okay. I mean, all tumes on the water now. It's not on your hands. So as long as you dry your hands, then you'll be able to go ahead and
Well, how many reviews do you need? 2 or 4?
it's really it could be even one release for both hands, but it's almost impossible for us to do that. We're not used to using such small amounts of water, but it could be that even one release for both hands could be sufficient. Certainly, one release for each hand would be sufficient, and even that would be difficult for us to do to really wash it properly.
Right.
Okay. Gedil Kaman, B'Simin Kuf Samik Bet. So I guess down below we'll see more about this. The Av.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, V'Av Shofek Mayim Shniyim L'Taher Mayim. And even though he pours the water twice, I guess, Shnayim.
Right, that's the second pouring of water, right? The second douse.
Okay, to make the water pure. Oh, okay. K'di'ita sham. I guess explain there.
It's what?
Yeah, that's gonna be explained over there, right?
Okay. Mikol makom l'chatchila tzarik l'havir et rishonim legamrei a yidei niguv. Okay, so nonetheless, initially one needs to pass the first hand, the first washing maybe completely ayidei niguv. So
right. So yeah, that's even though that the hands will become pure through the washing the second time, as it's going to be explained later on. Nevertheless, ideally, you should really remove the tuma completely. That's through drying. But this, I mean, this we have to understand how this works. I don't think it's suggesting that we wash one time and then dry it completely and then wash again. We'll have to see. We'll have to see it. How this is going to be integrated with other halachas where we learn. And this is all one shot. Now he goes on and brings the Rashal. The Rashal.
Okay, the Rashal Katab, the Kar Hanigufu Mishum Nikiyut. Oh, the Rashal writes that the essence of drying is because of cleanliness. Nikiyut. Huh. Tikeshe Yadav Lachim Mimei Haniguv Hanatila. Dikisha, that when his hands, Lachim is wet from water. Is that what it is? His hands are wet.
That the Rashal says over here, he's bringing it because of that the Iker Niga, the primary drying is done because of cleanliness. Yishiyad lachim, because when your hands will be wet from the main nigo, from the wash waters, yesh mishum mias, because it's going to be, as we mentioned, that it's going to be displeasing to have the red have dissolving. It's because of the water that's on your hands.
Oh, okay.
What's mius?
Mius is despicable.
Ah.
I like to use the word disgusting, but that's okay. Despicable is good too.
Okay, whatever you prefer. You get the message.
Right, that's for sure. V'chein mukach b'Rashi Sota Daf Dalid, and this is what is found in Rashi and Sota on Daf Dalid. Okay, Katav Magen Avraham b'Shem HaTashbeitz, and the Magen Avraham writes in the name of the Tashbeitz, Lo Yinagev Yadav B'Chaluko, but he shouldn't dry his hands b'Chaluko with what he's wearing. Chaluko.
Right. The chaluko is like his overshirt, right?
Oh,
Don't it's brought down not to, sometimes you might think maybe you don't have a towel handy, so you want to be careful to dry your hands before you touch the bread. You might wipe your hands on your shirt or pants or something like that. So don't do that, because it's kasher is shichacha, and cause hashem absent-mindedness.
was his absent-mindedness. Wow. Huh.
I don't know. What's the absent-mindedness have to do with it?
Well, if a person is the way it's been explained to me, if I remember correctly, Rav Scheinberg explained this to us, that all these things happen what we call mida keneged mida, that you're intending to dry your hands on your shirt. Now, the shirt wasn't intended to be a towel. We have towel to dry your hands, right? Your shirt is supposed to be a garment which is supposed to clothe your body, right? You either have a towel or a handkerchief or paper towel or something like that if you want to dry, right? You want to dry your hands, so you dry your hands on something which is for drying. So here you're using something which is not intended for drying, and you're drying your hands on it. So a person's memory that's supposed to be used for remembering things. So instead of being able to remember things, he'll be forgetful. Also.
Ah. Uh-huh.
Right.
Okay.
So,
Let's see. The ayin pre megadim shemis tapeg im davka chaluko o kol begadav b'mashma. Okay, so there in the pre megadim, it's doubtful if specifically what he wipes it on his shirt, but all clothing, you shouldn't dry
right.
it.
Right. Meaning, is this problem of forgetfulness, absent-mindedness? Is this problem of absent-mindedness dependent on you, a person drying his hands specifically on his chaluk, meaning basically his shirt, or does it include any others of his garments, his pants, right? Whatever it might be, as a necktie, he'll use a necktie as a towel, right? So that's a doubtful question, which is unresolved. Is so therefore probably person should be careful not to dry his hands on anything except which is a towel or a paper towel or a napkin or something that was used and planned, intended when you wash your hands on.
Uh-huh. Okay, wow.
Okay.
Back there.
Both to you,
Good.
Lou. Thank you.
Very good. Thank you. That was very good. And we'll continue on tomorrow, Mitzvah Shem.
Amen.
Thank you.
Okay, very good. Have a good day.
You too. Have a good day. See you all tomorrow, Mitzvah. Thank you. Thank you, Mayor.
Okay, you're welcome.